Hey, Jim Lyons here with Rebel Muscle. I want to talk to you about some simple mistakes that you can easily fix that everyone tends to make in the gym, especially if it's been a while since you've been back or you're a first timer in the gym. These are just some real common mistakes that can be easily avoidable. I'm going to go over those with you right now. One of the most common mistakes is that people tend to change programs too frequently. Kind of heard it said that everything works as long as you do it and stick to it for a little while. And that's very true, especially with workout programs. It doesn't matter if it's a heavy strength program, an Olympic program, yoga or Pilates, or just a simple body weight split. As long as you stick to it for the right amount of time, you will see results. And what's the right amount of time? Well, I tell people you got to give something at least 8 to 12 weeks to really know whether or not it's working for you. And then at that time, once you get to that 8-week mark or that 12-week mark, then you can decide whether or not it's time to change programs. But if you're changing programs every couple of weeks, every month, you're not giving any of those programs enough time to really work for you. So that's one common mistake. Second common mistake is people tend to be unrealistic about where they are. I like to think of fitness as a road, okay? And some people are going to be further ahead on that road, some people are going to be further behind. If you're walking on a road with friends, and you decide to stop and take a break while they walk further ahead of you, well, the longer you sit and take a break, the longer it's going to take you to catch up with your friends. So the same thing can be said for fitness, whereas maybe 5 years ago you were really fit and you were doing a workout program on a regular basis that you really enjoyed, you were playing a sport, you're not going to be at that same level. If it's been 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, however long it's been, it's going to be harder for you to get back to where you once were. It's not impossible, but you've got to be realistic about where you are. So that means don't push the weights too heavy. Don't try and say, well, I used to be able to squat this, so that's what I'm going to squat today, or I used to bench this, or I used to be able to run this many miles. You've got to bring that bar down and go easy on yourself. Start with some walking, start with some body weight exercises, and just slowly work your way back up. And then remember, whatever level you were at before, you tend to get back to that level much quicker than if you were just starting from scratch. So be realistic about where you are on that road. Another common mistake is that people don't write down what they're doing. If you're not somehow keeping track of what you're doing in the gym, you're never gonna know if you're really progressing, because one of the ways we can measure progress is to see, are you doing more volume, you doing more repetitions, you lifting more weight, are you running more miles? If you're not kind of keeping track of that some way, journaling, keeping it in an app, whatever, and it's going to be hard for you to know where you need to make changes, where you're not progressing and you wish you were progressing. And if you're not keeping track of your workouts, then you're just not going to be able to do that. When you hire me as a personal trainer, I'll keep track of your workouts for you and encourage you to keep your own journal as well. But on your own, you've got to do that. You've got to be willing to, carry a journal with you, or just punch it in your phone. I don't really like people carrying around phones when they work out, because it just serves to distract, which is another mistake people make. Too many distractions in the gym. But find some way to keep track of what you're doing. I prefer pen to paper for most people. Thanks for listening. Check back for more videos. I'll try and get better at posting information like this. Have a good day.